Good evening, folks. So, good evening, folks. It's your bro, Richie again. It's tonight in this video, I am back with another car explanation video for y'all. And today in this video, I'll be talking to y'all about another American high performance car. And this one is a supercar. Now, this one was like one of my most favorite ones, considering that I've always been a huge fan of these special kind of cars. And as I've always been a fan of this tuning company, Saleen, which is a tuning company, well known as Saleen Automotive, located in the city of Corona, northwestern Riverside County, California. It legit was one of the best, and Saleen was like legit one of the best car manufacturers ever, specifically for its one main flagship car. And I also have the link in the I'll put the link in the description. In the description below. Well, in the comments, I'll put down the link of the Saleen website. Just go to saleen.com. I'll put the link in the comments down below, so you can check out like what they do for Saleen, and like they do what do they do? Merchandise, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So they currently do some really good cars and trucks as well, and like a bit about the history, like the news. They also do, what else do they do? This is a bit. Okay, so they do different model of cars there. They do, what else? So they got different models. They got the 302 ST XR. Pretty much, and you can even invest with Saleen as well. So if you want to visit it, just go to www.saleen.com. Again, link will be in the description below at the end of the video, so you guys can check it out. And yeah, so with that being said, let's get started with tonight's video. So tonight in this video, we'll be talking to about one of the greatest cars from Saleen, which is the Saleen S7. And legit, I've always been a huge fan of this car. Legit, just the best. Mostly because it appeared in a Need for Speed franchise, and the 2014 movie Need for Speed, obviously, as well. And many racing games, obviously, like Forza, like Horizon, Motorsport, all that kind of stuff. Legit one of my most favorite cars from Saleen. So, before I start, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment below what y'all think, hit the notification bell to hit all so you learn when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so without further ado, so 3.5 minutes. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. So the Saleen S7. Here we go. So the S7's an American handcrafted, hand built, high performance supercar. It says sports car, but it's more of a supercar. but it's more of a supercar. Both designed and built by American automobile manufacturer Saleen manufacturer Saleen Automotive Incorporated, developed jointly by Steve Saleen. His full name was Stephen Mark Saleen, born April 2nd, 1949, age 76, from the city of Englewood. It's the word angle, but it's without the A, it's with the I, and it's known as Englewood, Inglewood. So in the city of Englewood in southwestern northwestern LA County, California. So which is in the greater LA metropolitan area. So Los Angeles, pretty much. So his full name was Stephen Mark Saleen, born April 2nd, 1949, age 76, from Inglewood, LA County, California, who's an American businessman and former racing driver, best known for being both the founder and former vice chairman of Saleen Incorporated, originally named Saleen Autosport, which is an OEM manufacturer. So an original equipment manufacturer, so an OEM manufacturer of specialty vehicles, including the Saleen S1, Saleen S7, which I'm talking about, and the highly modified Mustangs, highly modified Ford Mustangs. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so so the S7's an American handcrafted high performance supercar, both designed and built by American automobile manufacturer Saleen. So both designed and built by American automobile manufacturer Saleen Automotive Incorporated. So both designed and built by American automobile manufacturer Saleen Automotive. So both designed and built by American automobile manufacturer Saleen Automotive Incorporated. Both developed jointly by Steve Saleen for the initial concept, direction, and motor, engine. HCI, ugh, Hidden Creek Industries for both resources and initial funding. RML, Ray Malak Ltd. I think that's supposed to be limited, I think. I'm not 100% sure what LTD stands for, man. Oh well. Not gonna go into too much detail for that, but whatever. So, Ray Malak Ltd, or just RML for short, for chassis suspension, chassis chassis suspension, chassis suspension, and aerodynamics, and Phil Frank for the body and interior CAD, or computer aided design, design and development. Overviews next, so let's do it. Manufacture is obviously by Saleen. Production was from 2000 to 2009, so during his 2000s lifeline. So like during the early to the end of the very late 2000s, before 2010. Assembly was in Irvine, California. So Irvine, LA County, California. Obviously in the United States. Not, oh, hold on. So assembly was in the planned city of Irvine in central Orange in central Orange County, California, in the LA metropolitan area. Sorry, I get a little bit confused. It was named in a little bit about that. It was named in 1888 for the landowner James Irvine. Anyways, moving on. So, so the assembly was in Irvine. So the assembly was in Irvine, Orange County, in the planned city of Irvine, Orange County, California. So Irvine, Orange County, California. So in Irvine, Orange County, California. So assembly, Irvine, Orange County, California. Designer was both was both Steve Saleen, Steve Saleen, so Steve Saleen, so Steve Saleen, and and Phil Frank. Body and chassis next. The class was part of the S segment. It was a sports car, well technically a supercar. Body style is a two-door coupe. Can't get it as a convertible if you wanted to. The only did is a coupe version, and that was it. Layout was rear mid-motor, rear-wheel drive. Obviously, as any supercar would be. Body, so layout was a rear mid-motor, rear-wheel drive. The doors were butterfly doors. Similar to what some supercars, Ferraris, Lambos, Koenigseggs, would pretty much kind of have. So the doors are butterflies. Powertrain is next. So the motor, it's got a 7-liter 427 Ford Windsor V8. And there's two forms you can actually get it in. You can get it in either naturally aspirated, or if you want to go full berserk, like full crazy, you can get it with twin turbos. That's right, twin turbos. And the power output is completely different by just 200 horsepower. Standard, like naturally aspirated, made 550 horsepower. With the twin turbo version, talking 750 horsepower. So there's a 200 horsepower difference depending on the aspiration you go with, either naturally aspirated or a twin turbocharged. Transmission was a 6-speed manual. Obviously, you can't get it automatic. This is manual only. Pretty good. So 6-speed manual. Pretty good. Sorry, I was something in my eye. Anyways, next part is dimensions. So transmission was a 6-speed manual. Dimensions. So first one we got is wheelbase. Goes in a dead on at 20, so 2700 millimeters. So 2700 millimeters. I'll just do it like that for a little bit. Which is 106.3 inches in wheelbase. Length, there we go. Length 4,775 millimeters. God, I'm gonna keep it for a little longer. 188 inches in length. Width 1981 millimeters. Dead on at 78 inches for width. And for length, it was 188 inches dead on. So length 188 inches dead on. Width 1981 millimeters, 78 inches dead on. For width, height 1041 millimeters, dead on at dead on at 41 inches. So 1041 millimeters, 41 inches in height, dead on. Curb weight 2,865 pounds, which is pretty light for a supercar. Which is dead on straight at 1,300 kilos. Like literally dead on 1,300 kilos straight. It's pretty light for a hypercar, well, supercar like this. Pretty good. Alright, so the S7 is an American handcrafted high performance supercar designed and built by American automobile manufacturer Saleen Automotive Incorporated, developed jointly by Steve Saleen for the initial initial concept direction. So developed jointly by Saleen for the initial concept direction and motor, well, engine. Hidden Creek Industries, or HCI, for both resources and initial funding. RML or Ramalloc Ltd for chassis suspension and aerodynamics, and Phil Frank for the body, both the body and interior. CAD or computer aided design, both design and development. Alright, we're on the right track. So it was the first fully proprietary car. I think I said it right. Proprietary, spelled Porpritary. Proprietary or something like that. I can't remember. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but well. It was the first fully uh, proprietary car produced by Saleen and became America's sixth. That's right, sixth. Ow. God, I clicked badly. Ow. America's sixth mid-motor, mid-engine production sports car. Well, supercar technically, coming after the Pontiac Fiero, uh, Consulier. I can't pronounce it, but it's spelled C-O-N S. So Consulier. I can't pronounce it, but it's spelled C C-O-N-S-U. So C-O-N-S-U L-I-E-R-G-T-P. So Pontiac Fiero, Consolier, something like that. Consolier, something like that. GTP. Mosler Raptor, Vector W8, Vector W8, and M12. Vector M12, I think. There's no check. Yeah, Vector M12. Might talk about some of these cars, but I'm not too sure. But we'll see. Anyways, so Vector W8 and Vector M12. So the S7 debuted. The S7 debuted on August 19th, 2000, a year before the very first Fast and Furious movie was released, at the Monterey Historic Races, or MHR. So Monterey Historic Races in Monterey, California. The all-aluminum V8's a proprietary unit. So the all-aluminum V8's a proprietary the all-aluminum V8's a proprietary unit, both developed and built in-house. So in-house, it's both a bored and stroked derivative of Ford's 5.8 liter of Ford's 5.8 liter Windsor 351 small block V8 with Cleveland style canted valve heads, which have been extensively both reworked and modified. So reworked and modified. So reworked and modified. Having a large displacement of 7 liters, 427 cubic inches, the motor is both based on and has been developed around both a more compact and lighter small block architecture, and is in fact not based on the FE big block. So FE big block motor. So it's not based on the Ford FE big block V8. It proved remarkably both tractable and flexible for a high output requirement at 6400 RPM, 550 horsepower. pretty cool. Like, that's the same as the 2014 Cayenne Turbo S, same as the 2000s Continental GT with the W12 6-liter twin-turbo VW motor. Same as Brian's R34 from Fast 4. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? It's the same as the Lexus LFA. It's crazy. Say, so in 2000, so it proved remarkable. It proved both remarkably tractable and flexible for a high output requirement at 6,400 RPM, 550 horsepower. So 550 horsepower at 6,400 RPM. In 2005, the year I was born, the S7 gained a more powerful twin turbocharged so twin turbocharged uh power plant, which boosted um motor power to 700. That's right, 750 horsepower. Says 750 horsepower, and an estimated top speed of 250 miles an hour. Literally, it could gap a Veyron at any moment. Literally, it's a level with the Bugatti Veyron, well, top speed wise. All right, so next part is overview. So let's see if we can try finish off. There's not much on it, but let's do it. So last part is overview, and I'll pretty much end there, I guess. So next up is overview. Starting off with the first part is the exterior. The body of the car, made entirely from carbon fiber, which makes it lighter and stronger. It's pretty good. Better for the environment as well. Not many people will be interested in the environment part, but I mean, you're saving the planet by going light and fast. I mean, not ideal I say it, but oh well. Anyways, yeah. So next part is overview. Starting off with the first segment is the exterior. So, the body of the car, made entirely from carbon fiber, incorporates the use of scoops, spoilers, and other aerodynamic features to create a split channel to create or SC split channel airflow throughout the car. At 160 miles an hour, the car creates its own weight in downforce. Next up, interior. Leather leather appears throughout the cabin with aluminum accents. The S7 uh came with a set of custom fit luggage. Because of the car's mid-motor layout, it has two trunks at the front and rear, which I know just could be like not really big enough for like huge luggage. It's gonna be small, but big enough for at least like small items and stuff. So because of the car's mid-motor layout, it has two trunks at both the front and rear. Other features included an LCD monitor, so liquid crystal display or LCD monitor, rear view rear view camera, backup camera, quick release steering wheel, and a speedometer that goes up to 240 miles an hour. Kind of level with the McLaren F1, which that does over 240 at least. The cabins of an asymmetrical layout and came with fixed seats with a driver's seat positioned towards the center to improve both the driver's visibility and center the drivers to improve both the drivers visibility and center the driver's weight in the car. Next up is chassis. The chassis the chassis the chassis a space frame uses a space frame design consisting of both 40 40 4130 4130 4130 lightweight steel and aluminum aluminum honeycomb composite ring and aluminum honeycomb composite reinforcing panels. So reinforcing panels. It's divided into like bolt fastened sub-assemblies to allow for rapid access rapid access to rapid access to critical subsystems. So the rapid access to critical subsystems. This design contribute this design contributes this this design this design con this design con this design contributes to the car's light overall weight of 2,865 pounds, which is dead on straight at 1,300 kilos. Pretty good, not bad. Next up, performance. The naturally aspirated version the naturally aspirated version of the S7s. So the naturally aspirated version of the S7s able to accelerate from 0 to 60 from 0 to 60 in an estimated 3 point 3.3 seconds. Pretty good. And to 100 in an estimated 7.6 seconds. It completes a standing quarter mile in an estimated 11.36 seconds, reaching 127 miles an hour. Top speed was claimed to be 220 miles an hour. Really like a gap in Aventador that does like 217. Noble M600 will 225. I don't know, but an Aventador, yeah, almost a Veyron. Not sure about a Veyron, but I don't know. Anyways, top speed was claimed to be 220 miles an hour, which is pretty good, not bad. But this has never been confirmed in testing, though. That's the thing. It has never been confirmed. Never been confirmed in testing. Our last part is the electrical systems. Standard electronics include power windows, power door locks, remote control operated doors, hood, trunk, and engine compartment openers, electronic power steering with redundant safety circuits, 110 volt or 110 volt inlet for maintaining the battery, electronic heated front windshield, shut off control for electronic fuel pump upon crash impact and a rear and upon crash impact and a rear view and a rear view and a backup camera system with in-dash flip up monitor with in-dash flip up monitor and navigation system. At least like 10-15 components. I don't know, but that's a lot. The electrical electrical wire harness were said to be manufactured with the highest quality, not quantity, but quality materials. Uh, Teflon Teflon coated uh tinned military spec wire, cannon plugs, gold plated pins and sockets were used for the connectors, and wire harnesses were wrapped with a high temperature with a high temperature glass with a high temperature glass mesh. So high temperature glass mesh under a woven uh, Kevlar outer skin. Alright, so that's pretty much it for now. So for my next Saleen S7 video will be about the S7 Twin Turbo. So the twin turbocharged version of the original S7. So it's pretty cool and interesting. But yeah, that'll be for the next video. So if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, comment below what y'all think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so that'll be it for now. I'll see you guys a little bit for the next video. Till then, stay safe, have a great evening, and have a great day tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, take care, folks. Stay out there. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.